Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you are doing your class today on demand. I just wanted to do a brief introduction because this is equipment-based Tabata number 2. Unlike equipment-based Tabata number 1, which was 8 rounds, 8 sets, all equipment-based, all the same move running through the class, this one's going to be a little bit different. If you are using equipment, ideally you will need a set of dumbbells and a kettlebell. If you only have one dumbbell available or you only have a kettlebell, that's fine. I will give you those options through the class. For those of you that don't have equipment, you can still join in today. This can be a bodyweight class. The way this will work is in every round, apart from the warm-up, which will be bodyweight only, every round will have 2 moves. One will be an equipment-based move, one will be a bodyweight move. Therefore, if you have equipment, you can do the equipment-based move and then the bodyweight move. Or if you wanted to, you could do all 8 sets of just the equipment-based move. There you have instantly a couple of different options on how to do your class today. If you do have equipment, there is even a chance, a further option on a few of the bodyweight moves to continue weighting them. So you can continue to use your equipment on things like the lunges, making it even more equipment-based if you want to. So that's how you can do things today. Bodyweight and equipment-based, just bodyweight, just equipment-based. You've got loads of options, guys. I really hope you enjoy it. Have fun. Morning team, welcome to the equipment-based Tabata number 5. Warm-up is going to be body weight as always. We are going to start just with a gentle jog.
1, 2, 3,
and so give it a jog. So just make sure the knees are coming to the front, you're pumping the arms. Just gently move, no modification. And because it's the warm-up, just make sure you're moving. You can have your Friday morning dance party if you like. It's Carl's 50th birthday for those of you doing it live. You can have a little bounce and take it in some jacks. My steppers, you know how to do it. Just take it down. Still tapping the thighs, tapping the fingers above the head.
That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. 3, 2, 1.
And just keep moving. We're going to take it into some squats. Get your feet into your squat position. And squat. So just go as low as feels comfortable because this is only the warm-up. Don't have to rush. Really focus on that form. And the hips back and down. Weight in the heels. Toes on the ground. Drive the knees out. Squeeze up. And just move. From squats to lunges, forward or back, I don't mind. Feet under the hips. Again, just go as low as feel comfortable, but if you know you have that mobility to get that knee to the ground, get it to the ground.
That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Trying to reach those things that I can see. 3, 2, 1.
And rest. Right, we're going to really wake up those hamstrings, so we're going to go into a good morning. So feet under the hips, hands up, send the hips back, back nice and flat, and then drive up. So control down, really find those hamstrings, and then pull up.
Am I wrong? Thinking of spots from where I stay. 3, 2, 1.
And keep moving.
1, 2, 3.
Gonna go into a bear crawl, take those feet into that squat position, squat down, hands on the ground, walk out to your plank, and walk back.
Now am I wrong?
Pull up to the squat, no more.
Things that I can see. But that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. 3, 2, 1.
And back up, and get moving. Gonna take it into a butt kick. So you know the rules, guys. The only thing is the heels must come up as high as that butt. Both sides don't have that one lazy leg. And try and make sure all 4 limbs are moving. So use those arms one way or another.
3, 2, 1.
Keep it moving. And then football run for the last one. So, heels off the ground, send those hips back, get that back nice and flat, and run.
That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Trying to reach the things that I can see. 3, 2, 1.
And rest. So because it's equipment-based task, we do get 1 minute's rest between rounds. So you've got time to grab water. Same equipment is required as always. A set of dumbbells if you have them, if not a dumbbell. And if you have it, a kettlebell if you have lots of different weights. Get them out so that you can use them as appropriate. One body weight move, one equipment-based move. If you don't have any equipment, you can just do 8 rounds of the body weight move so you can still be involved. If you want to do all 8 of the equipment-based move, you can. Round 2 is going to be jumping jacks and alternating dumbbell snatch. So with that snatch, you only need 1 dumbbell. It starts 2 heads on the floor. Make sure the shoulders stay below the hips. You are going to snatch it up to the ceiling. Make sure that both heads of the dumbbell touch the floor. Switch, snap, making sure that we get this finish.
Round 2.
We're going to start with jacks. Unless you're going all 8 equipment, then get your dumbbell ready. But if you're doing it the way it's prescribed, we start with those jacks. So again, like we did in the warm-up, if you need to modify it, steppers are just going to modify it here. With me. Okay, so if you have your equipment, get that dumbbell between your feet. And alternating dumbbell snatch, snatch up. If you want to swap on the way down, you can. It's a little bit quicker. Just make sure that both heads of the dumbbell touch the floor and you keep the hips below the shoulders. So don't just bend at the waist and pull it up, because that is going to end up hurting your back. Rest. Back to the jacks. And jack it out. So, you guys know the rules. This is Tabata. It is intensity over volume. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. 20 seconds, it has to be high intensity. So I want to make sure you're pushing the pace. Don't get comfortable in these jacks, guys. So, make sure you're moving as fast as you can. Rest. Step back into that dumbbell. So remember, no folding at the waist. Hips below shoulders, use your legs, not your back. Snatch. Get the opposite hand away from your knee. So what I don't want to see is the hand on the knee. So we don't want to do this. Nice and dynamic, use the hips. You'll know when you've done it right, because it feels like that dumbbell is just going to fly through the ceiling. Rest. Back to our jacks. Let's go. So the other thing, guys, is remember, I need you to start on the bell. I need you to end on the whistle. If you consistently start 2 seconds late, finish 2 seconds early, that's 4 seconds per round. 8 sets, 8 rounds, you're cutting a hell of a lot of work. So make sure you're moving and stop on the whistle. Get yourselves prepped. When you hear the bell, you move. I'm watching, team. Come on, let's go. Both heads of the dumbbell to the ground. Don't cheat that movement by only putting one head down. One more of each. So, I want you to do the fastest jacks you've ever done, team. Come on. Even my steppers. We know that we can still step it nice and quick. Rest. Last one then. Into that last round of snatch for now. make sure, as I say, when you finish that movement, dumbbell straight up. You can see the dumbbell is over the top of my head. It's not finishing out in front. Make sure you punch up.
3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Round 2.
Okay.
Complete.
Round 2, complete. Take some water. And unlike the bodyweight Tabata, we do get that minute. The reason I give you a minute is A, so that I've got a little bit more explaining time, but also because you're moving weight, hopefully you're moving some heavier weights, you're working a little bit harder, you need that extra rest. This is how Tabata was originally designed, with this 1 minute rest. Minute 2, right, round 3. Minute 2, what's that? Round 3. Mountain climbers, preferably down on the ground. If not, standing, and kettlebell swings. We're going to do Russian kettlebell swings for this round. So make sure we start properly from the floor, angle it back, snap in, up to eye line. Making sure we use that hip hinge. So mountain climbers first, unless you're doing 8 sets of kettlebell swings. And you can step it if you need to step it. You can run it. If you don't want to be down on your hands, we have our alternative low impact and then that high impact. If you're doing that standing version, make sure the knee comes up, make sure the hand goes nice and high. Rest. Right, so kettlebell swings. Never start a swing from here. It's just not worth the risk to your back. So snap back, snap up. Russian kettlebell swing, which means to eye line. Rest. So unless you're going all equipment, we're going back to that mountain climber. Let's try and finesse the technique. Active fingers, crook of the elbow to the front of the room, back nice and flat, and get those knees through that chest. Don't let the hips come up, so I don't want you to be up here. Pull it down.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. Oh, it's getting warmer. Get ready. So even if you think the kettlebell is a little bit light, you still shouldn't start a swing from here. It's just too much pressure, it's too much risk for your lower back. Haven't mentioned it, but I'm sure you guys know, if you only have your dumbbell, you can swing the dumbbell. Rest halfway. Back to that mountain climber. So my steppers, opposite arm, opposite leg. And again, really reach. Imagine you are literally climbing a mountain. If you were climbing a mountain, you wouldn't just reach here. You'd reach for the biggest hold you could get because you'd want to get up that mountain as fast as possible.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. Back to that kettlebell swing.
1, 2, 3, and bust it.
So what I want you to really think about is as you come through that swing here, snap those glutes. So really squeeze the glutes to power that kettlebell.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. One more of each. Back down for that mountain climber. Active fingers, elbow switched on, shoulders switched on. Think about trying to pull that belly button into the spine. Whoop. Oh, dog's chasing flies. Neck in neutral spine. Remember guys, I don't want your chin on your chest. Good effort. Come on, I'm just gonna have a little watch. Make sure you guys are working hard. Oh yeah. Last round on the swings. Remember that kettlebell has to come to your eye line. Excuse me. Round 3. Okay, round 4 coming up. Round 4, the bodyweight movement is squats. These are the only squats we are doing today. So for those of you that have equipment, you can 2 dumbbell front rack or goblet squat if you want to put weight on your squats this morning. We are going to team that with hang, clean and press. We're going to do 1 set for 20 seconds and then we're going to switch. So arm nice and straight into that hang position where we send the hips back, arm is straight, dumbbell's just about in the knee. Keep the elbow tight, clean it to the shoulder, catch it in that partial squat, punch it up and back to the hang, catch and punch.
Get ready.
So if you want to weight your
Round
squats
4.
this morning, if you want to hold on to that same dumbbell and not put it down for the whole round, use the dumbbell and we can goblet squat. If you don't have equipment, just squat. Maybe you don't want to weight the squats. Maybe you're challenging yourself with slightly heavier weights today in that hang, clean and press. You're like, I'm just going to do body weight squats because then I'm going to have a bit more energy, a little bit more strength to go heavier. That's a smart move. When we're using equipment, if you can go a little bit heavier, go a little bit heavier. So, arm nice and straight, feet just a little bit wider than the hips, hang position, catching that clean partial squat, punch it up, back. And again, because we're finishing overhead, so just punch it out here. Get underneath it, punch it straight up, bicep by the ear, dumbbell over the center of your foot.
3, 2, 1.
Good work. Are you holding on to that dumbbell?
1, 2, 3,
Okay.
bust it.
So remember again, this is 20 seconds, it is intensity over volume. You don't need to pause at the bottom of your squat. You want to get as many good reps done as fast as you can. So as soon as you reach the bottom of your squat, squeeze up, push back, squeeze up. Switch hands for the clean. So arm nice and straight, send the hips back. Clean, press. So again, I'm moving quite slow, quite purposefully, so that for those of you that are just trying to master the technique, you've got a good visual. Rest. Remember, if you do want to check any of these moves, they're all on my YouTube channel. You can go and practice in your own time. Make sure you've got good technique. Good work.
Bust it.
In that clean, make sure you keep your elbow close to the body and try not to just swing that dumbbell. Pull it and then punch it.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. Who's still holding on to that dumbbell? No one's putting it down? If you are, good effort.
Bust it.
Good work, guys. So can you get a little bit quicker with your squat? Again, I'm moving quite slow, quite purposefully, making sure that the demos on screen are good. You should hopefully be able to move just a little bit quicker than that. If you need to go slow to protect your form, all good. Last one, switch hands. I think it's the last one.
1, 2, 3, bust it.
Oh, you think? Oh my goodness.
Round 4. Complete.
Okay. Round 5. We're going to kind of repeat those rounds with little twists. And then round 8 is going to be a core round. So we did jacks. So this time we're going to do punch up jack. So we're going to punch those arms above our head. We're going to team that with overhead press. You can do it standing, you can do it kneeling, you can do it with 2 dumbbells, or you can do it with 1. If you want to do it with 1, because it's slightly heavy, you will do 1 set for 20 seconds and then switch for the next. If you can do 2 dumbbells, then ideally that's what I want to see. So elbows to the front, keeping them in line. They'll dip if you need to, press up, dip, press. And again, we're not ending the overhead press in front. We are pushing up, getting that head through at the top. But we start with punch up jack. Good, so my steppers, exactly the same thing. Make sure the elbows come down as if you were punching those dumbbells up. So practice that elbow position, elbows in line, inside, not out, all the way up, and then down. Good breath. So a strong overhead press, the elbows will not fall all the way here, they will stop here. So dip, drive, pull back. See my elbows are off my chest when I bring them down. Again, if it's really heavy and you're testing yourself with weight, you can just go one-sided, which will be a little bit easier.
3, 2, 1.
And again, as I finish the rep, I keep my elbow off my chest. Right, back to those punching jacks. We're still going to punch up at all 4 sets. So you can practice this elbow. So when you do your punch up jack, chances are you bring your elbows all the way down. So why not practice as if you've got those dumbbells, just keeping that gap between your chest and your elbow.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. Dumbbell or dumbbells up. If you're using a kettlebell, just make sure it sits on the back of your wrist. You do exactly the same thing. Sits on the back of the wrist. Elbow in front, elbow off, and push. If you don't need to dip, because either the weight isn't that heavy or you're just feeling strong, you can strict press. You don't need to dip if you don't need to.
3, 2, 1.
Excellent work. Halfway. Sorry, I'm going to cough again, so I'm going to take some water. Every time we record.
1, 2, 3,
Punching jack team, let's go. I'm just going to watch. I'm literally just going to be here staring intently at you. Because again, some of you, a lot of you do this class on demand. And you think that I'm not there in the room and you think you can go a little bit easy. But guess what, team? Eyes on. I know what you're doing. If you're going to come to my class, you've got to work. That's the rule. So make sure you are pushing hard.
2, 1.
Good work. And up we go with those weights. So again, I'm just going to come in and check some form. I'm right here watching. Good effort, guys. That little dip if you need it, not if you don't. Good work. Try and keep those elbows off the chest. That's it. Come on, eyes on. Nobody stops until that bell. The whistle. Nice. I do love the people that punch up on the whistle. I saw it. Well done, team. Right, last set of each. Can you jack a little bit faster? I think you can. I think you can move. Come on, let's go, go, go. Finish it strong. 20 seconds. Even my steppers, I think you can punch those feet a little bit quicker. Come on, I'm here for you guys.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. Whoa, how are those shoulders? Whew. So 1 or 2 up. Feet under the hips, remember. So that's your power position, feet under the hips. You don't want to be wide, and you definitely don't want to do this split stance that people use in some classes. There's no power in this stance. Power comes from the hips, so you need your feet under the hips. Anytime.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. Great.
Round 5. Complete.
Awesome work, guys. We are getting it done in the sun. Okay, Bear crawl, we did that in the warm-up. So into that squat, walk out, walk back. If you want a harder bear crawl, you are going to do a moving bear hold. So you'll come into that bear, you will walk forward, and you will walk back. So you have options. You can either use the variant we used in the warm-up, or you can try that, or you can do one of each. So you'll do 2 rounds of both. We're going back to our kettlebell swing. And if you can, we did Russian kettlebell swings in round 3. We're going for that American swing. So we're going to get that kettlebell all the way up. Starts exactly the same. Swing through.
Get ready.
All the way up.
Round 6.
So that's your option. Starting with that bear crawl. So into your squat if you were taking that static version. And then back in. Or into that bear pose. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Keeping that back nice and flat. So if you're trying that moving bear crawl, I don't want that big slant. Good work. Make sure you can start that kettlebell swing safely. So there's 2 ways to do the American. My favorite way is to punch it up, but that takes a lot of extra bicep work. It's quicker, but it's harder. So you can just swing it up, which is a little bit slower, but slightly less effort. Good work. Remember, if you want to stick with that Russian eye-line swing, you can. You don't have to go overhead. Back to that bear crawl. If you're doing the static version, when you get out to that plank, don't drop your hips to the ground. Remember, I want you to squeeze that belly button, squeeze the glutes, and lock in a really strong plank. Good work. Moving bear crawl, guys. Back flat, opposite hand, opposite foot. Awesome job. Right. So again, I punch it up, so it's like a half swing, and then it becomes like a punch. Just my preferred way, you don't have to do it this way. Good work. Halfway through round 6. Back to your bear crawl.
1, 2, 3, and bust it.
If you're doing that static one and you're feeling good, try and pick up the pace. Move out, move in a little bit quicker. Good effort. Oh, I am sweaty.
1, 2, 3, and bust it.
Remember, when you come down, you're still doing exactly the same thing. So your hands are touching your inner thigh. That kettlebell does not go below your knees. So don't just swing down like this, because that is all back. Make sure it's the hip hinge. So your hands, when you swing, stay close to the inner thighs. You're not swinging down here. Protect your backs. Bear crawl. Good effort. Oh. So, eyes on. Great technique, team. Let's go, let's swing. Hands to those inner thighs. Squeeze the glutes. Good work. Remember, you don't have to take it all the way up if you don't want to. You can work on that Russian swing if that's safer. Good work. Really think about that hip hinge, flat back. Boom. Awesome.
Round 6.
Great work. All right. Round 4, we did squats. Round 7, we do lunges. These are the only lunges in the class. So again, if you want to weight your lunges, you can front rack it, You can dumbbell hold it, you can goblet lunge it. If you just want to lunge because you're protecting your form, or again, you want to go heavier on the equipment move, that's fine. We're going back to the alternating snatch. I did say when we did the last set, it was the last set for now. So we're going back to the snatch. So lunges and alternating dumbbell snatch. You may have noticed today's class is quite shoulder heavy. Yeah, I'm not sorry, not really. So weighted lunges any way you want, hands down by your sides, front rack, goblet, or just lunge. For those of you that are doing it body weight, I'm going to stick with you for the first round. I'm going backwards. You can front lunge, you can back lunge. Just really focus on that form. So ears, shoulders, hips stacked. Try not to lean. We don't want to close that hip joint. When the knee hits the ground, squeeze the glute, pull up. Don't use the quad, use the glute.
3, 2, 1.
Rest. We've already done one set of dumbbell snatch. You know what to do. If you think you can go heavier, because we've got core round, grab a heavier weight, give it a go. And all the way up, all the way down. Swap it on the floor or on the way down. If you're going to do it on the way down, you just got to have a bit of care, good coordination. When you get a little bit cocky, you'll start dropping it into the hand. Don't try that unless you are really confident. I have been doing dumbbell snatch for many years. Right, lunge. Great work, guys. Using those weights if you want to. Again, if you're trying to go heavy with that snatch, maybe drop the weights to the lunge. Put the focus on the strength where we need it. Oh, all the way to the whistle. Awesome. All right. Make sure those hips stay below shoulders. Bend those legs. Don't just fold at the waist. I don't want anyone messaging me tomorrow. Oh, my back's really sore. If you do have any kind of backache tomorrow from doing this class, we need to have a look at your kettlebell swing technique and your snatch technique. Because chances are there's just something in that technique that's not quite right. But if you really listen, follow the cues, you guys are going to be fine. Back to those lunges. I'm going to go forward for 2 sets because I've gone back for 2. And rest. Back to that snatch. Make sure you get that lock out at the top. Don't start to rush and get that form wrong. All the way up, bicep by the ear. Push hard, team. Rest. One more of each. Okay, down we go. So trying to make sure railroad tracks, holding all of that form. Remember, it should be a straight line, and when you come through, that straight line should extend all the way from ear, shoulder, hip, knee. This knee staying behind the toe. When we get tired, form starts to slip. Stay careful. Okay, last round of snatch. And then we've got our core round. Let's go. So, hips back, hips below shoulders. Snap the hips, squeeze the glutes. Be dynamic.
3, 2, 1.
Round 7.
Rest. Oh, okay, round 8 is our core round. But it's really a plank round. We are going to alternate between 2 plank moves. The body weight move is a plank walk. You have 2 choices. You can either walk up and down, or the harder variation is walking in and out. You can do it on your knees. You can do both of them on your knees. For the equipment-based move, you will need one piece of equipment. It will start to the side of you, behind your hands, and all you're going to do is hold your plank form. You're going to take your inside hand, your outside hand, reach across, drag it to the other side. Drag.
Round 8.
And try not to let your hips wobble. Hand. So plank walk on your knees if you need to. Either the slightly easier option is up and down. That slightly harder option, and for those of you that have done my 28-day strong core program, you will remember plank walkout. You keep your hips locked and you just walk in and out. Okay, so item to the side, outside hand reaches across, pull, pull. The key with this is to try and keep your hips really stable. Try not to let them wobble. If you need to make your feet a little bit wider, do that. If you need to put your knees down, do that. Just maintain plank form through the core and keep it strong. Rest. Oh. So from plank drag to plank walk. So up and down, or trying to walk out and walk in. So that plank drag. Again, the outside hand comes in, comes under, pull across. Good work, guys. Let's just have a look at that technique. Back's nice and flat. Good work, keep those hips down. Good work. Oh, I really should have taken a hay fever tablet before I came and did this class in the garden. Right, those of you on your knees, I'm gonna stay with you guys for one set. Walking up and down. With these moves, what you wanna make sure you do is change your lead hand. So whether you're walking out or up and down, change the lead arm every rep so that you don't push constantly on the same shoulder. Good work. Oh. Right. Dragging. So if you don't have equipment, maybe you've got a bag, you've got something, you don't need to drag a kettlebell or a dumbbell, you can use anything. So quite often in class, in different classes I've done in like outdoor boot camps, we've done rucksacks. Right, one more with the plank walk then, guys. If it's getting a bit much and you just need to hold the plank, just hold the plank. Come on, team, I've got you. You are doing so well. You are nearly there, so just hold on. Stay strong, whether you're up and down or out and back. Just keep going all the way to that whistle. Amazing. All right, one more. You've got this. Get set up. I want everyone moving on the bell. Go. Try and make sure your hands are staying under your shoulders. So obviously there's temptation for your hands to get a bit wide and a bit out of place. Drag. Place back really carefully where it should be. Hold that form until the end. And
Round 8
rest.
complete.
Round 8 complete. You can have a little cheer. Oh, right. Good work, guys. Slowly bring yourself up onto your feet. Grab some water. Just have a little walk around. And then we're going to get into our cool down. Oh. Okay, team, good effort. That one was not easy. We're going to actually take it back down to the ground for our cool down. So slowly come down to the ground and you're going to lay flat on your back. You're going to bring one knee into your chest. You're going to use your opposite hand to pull it over, keeping your shoulders on the floor. Just look away to the other side, opposite to the knee. And then lay back flat. Bring the other knee up into the chest, opposite hand pulls it over, shoulders stay on the ground and look the opposite way. And from there, just come up onto all fours, keep the butt nice and high in the air, drop the hands forward, drop down and really stretch out that upper back and those shoulders. Try and get the armpits into the floor and this should feel really heavenly. We're going to stay here for 30 seconds. And then we're going to lay flat on our stomachs, put our hands by our shoulders and push up. If this is too much, you can come onto your elbows and just push up into that Sphinx rather than the full cobra. Good. Come back onto this, so we push the butt back. We're going to take the opposite hand, thread the needle. Cracker, you're right in the way of the view. So thread the arm through and get that nice twist. And then swap sides, so that hand goes out, the other hand comes through, back of the hand on the floor, reach as far away as you can. And release. Sit down, put both feet out to the front, pull one foot into the groin, keep the knee flat on the ground, reach down to the toe. Try and pull that foot towards you. And then swap both feet out flat, pull the other foot into the groin nice and close. Keep this knee on the ground, reach down, pull those toes towards you. And then turn yourselves all the way over, go to a plank, go into a down dog. Try and get the heels down on the ground, push the shoulders through, try and look at your belly button. And walk the hands in towards the feet, just hang at the bottom, try and keep those legs as straight as you can. And roll up, nice and slowly. When you get to the top, just give yourselves a couple of big shoulder rolls to the back. And then a couple of big shoulder rolls to the front. And then when you're done, you are done. Awesome work, guys. Thank you very much for your hard work and enjoy your day.